How's it going, guys? Chips here with you again, back with another Arc Let's Build video, and in today's video we're going to be building this medieval house that you see in front of you now. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is going to be a step-by-step walkthrough video with voiced over instructions so you can get this build on your Arc. And make sure you hit show more on the description below to get a full list of building materials you will need, as well as the map coords where I built this. But anyways, guys, with all of that said, I just want to tell you thank you so much for being here today, checking out this video, and let's go ahead and let's get to building. Alright, so first we're going to place our foundation. So we're going to start off here where I already have this one placed. We're going to add 3 more to it to create a square. Now right here in front of those, we're going to go ahead and take 2 more rows of 3 out. We'll do that again right here on the side of those. Then we're going to go ahead and add 4 rows of 4 foundations. And now here on the end, in those middle 2 foundations, we're going to go ahead and place 2 more out from each of those. Just like that. Now we're going to come back here to this inside corner and we're just going to add 2 more right here. So this will make up the foundation of our build. So just go ahead and switch all of those to block. Next, we're going to start adding some pillars to our build. So starting off here on the front left side, we're going to go ahead and place a wooden fence foundation on each of these stone foundations. Then on each corner, go ahead and place a stone pillar, followed by 2 wooden pillars. Next, we'll come to this large portion of the build, and right here on this corner, we're going to place another wooden fence foundation on the stone foundation. Go ahead and place your 1 stone pillar, followed by your 2 wooden pillars. And go ahead and repeat this on the other 3 corners of this large section. Now we're going to head over here to the end where we have these 4 stone foundations. And right here on the side, we'll again place our wooden fence foundation on each one. And then again, place your 1 stone and 2 wooden pillars on each corner. Now we're going to head to the opposite side of the build over here on this corner. And on these 2 furthest foundations here on the back side, we'll place a wooden fence foundation. Then we're going to go ahead and place a stone pillar on each end, just like this. And now we're going to add 5 wooden pillars to each one of those. Now we're going to go ahead 2 foundations over, and on this side of these foundations, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Place your 2 wooden fence foundations, your 2 stone pillars, and then your 5 wooden pillars on each one. Next, we're going to go ahead and start adding our layer of stone walls. So first here at the front left side, we'll go ahead and place a stone wall on each of these foundations. Go ahead here on this side and place another one right here, 1 more right here, and 1 more right here. We'll then go ahead and place 1 more right here. Now right here on these 2 foundations, we're first going to place a sloped stone wall left, followed by another stone wall right here. And now we're just going to go around the rest of our foundation and add 1 stone wall on the edge of each foundation. Now we're going to go ahead and create the actual floor of the build. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here right at the front, and we're going to place a wooden ceiling right here. Go ahead and drop a stone stair down from that, and then 1 more down from the foundation. Now we're going to go ahead and just fill in the remaining portion here with wooden ceilings. Now one thing you want to do is make sure you're always placing them in the same direction as that first one we placed, so everything is going in the same way. Now we're going to add a few more wooden ceilings. So first right here, we're going to place 2 more to fill in this. And then right here at the front of our large section, right in the middle, we're going to go ahead and place one more hanging out from each of these. Now where we have this little overhang at the front, we're going to go ahead here to the side of one of these ceilings and place a wooden fence foundation on it. Go ahead here on this corner and place a wooden pillar. Add one more on top of that, and then place a stone pillar below, getting it into the ground. So just like that. Go ahead and repeat that on this side right here. Alright, now we're going to start building up our other walls, starting with that tower that's in the back left corner of the build. Now I do want to mention before we get started, I'm going to be using flipped Adobe walls to give us that medieval style look. However, if you do not have access to the stuff you need to make Adobe, or if it's just too expensive for you, you can also get a similar effect using flipped wooden walls. So basically anywhere where I use Adobe, if you don't want to use Adobe, just go ahead and use wood in place of it. So we'll get started heading in here where we have these pillars. And on this spot right here, we'll first place an Adobe wall. However, we are going to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system so that it faces like this. Go ahead and add 3 more on top. In the very next spot, we'll start off with an Adobe Doorframe, again rotating the snap point, and then add our 3 walls. Now we're going to come over here, and in this spot right here, we're going to start off by placing 2 high Thatch Doorframes, again rotating the snap point. Do that again right here. And these are only going to be temporary. We're going to delete them later. Go ahead and add 2 Adobe on top of each of those. Now coming around to the back side, we're going to start off by placing a Thatch Ceiling right here out from the wall. Go ahead and get out an Adobe Wall and again rotate the snap point and place it 4 high. Do the same thing right here. And then we will come around to the side over here and just repeat that process right here. And then once you have all of those placed, just go ahead and pick up or destroy those thatch ceilings. Alright, next we're going to head inside of our tower to this front corner over here, and we're going to get out a wooden ceiling. And what we're going to do is just go ahead and jump up and place it at the highest snap point. So just like that. Then you can go ahead and drop 2 wooden ladders down from this side right here. Go ahead and jump up and climb those ladders. Once you're at the top, we're going to go ahead and add another wooden ceiling right here, and one more right here. And then we will go ahead over here and pick up or destroy those wooden ladders. And then fill this spot right here in with a wooden hatch frame. Now we're going to go ahead and get out wooden double door frames. And we are again going to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system so that you're getting this bright green snap point. Go ahead and add 1 of these on each one of these sides. Then we will go ahead and get out stone railings, and we are again going to be looking for this green snap point, so go ahead and place that down and do that again on each spot. And then finally, you can just go ahead and drop down through the hatch frame and go ahead and add 4 wooden ladders coming down from that hatch frame. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and build the roof on top of our tower. So we're first going to go in here and place the appropriate sloped wooden wall on top of each one of these wooden double door frames. Go ahead and do that on the other 3 sides. So it should now look like this. Now we're going to go ahead here to one of these corners, and you're going to have your left side and your right side. If you're on official settings, you need to follow along closely. We're first going to place a sloped wooden roof attached to the left side like this, and then you can cross it on the right side. If you do it in the opposite order, it won't be able to place. Go ahead and continue doing this all the way around, placing the left first and then the right. Next, we're going to start building up this front room, starting off here on the left side of it. We're going to go ahead and place a thatch ceiling out in front of each of these walls. Then we'll go ahead and get out an Adobe Wall and go ahead and rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system and place it down. Add 1 more on top and do that in the other 2 spots. Now coming here to the front, we'll again place 2 thatch ceilings. Then this time we're going to go ahead and get out an Adobe Windowframe and again rotate the snap point. Do that again right here and fill both of those in with greenhouse windows. And then go ahead and add an Adobe Wall on top of each of those. Now over here on this side, we will again place a thatch ceiling in front of these two walls right here. Go ahead and place your 2 high Adobe walls on these two, again rotating the snap point. And then also go ahead and do that right here as well. Now once you have all of that done, just go ahead and pick up or destroy those thatch ceilings. Now we're going to come back in here to the front and we're going to actually place a thatch ceiling on the inside of these walls like this. Go ahead and then get out the appropriate sloped wooden wall. And you want to make sure you're placing it on that thatch ceiling so that the green side is facing you. So it should place like that. Go ahead and place it the other one right here. And then pick up or destroy those 2 thatch ceilings. And then just go ahead and fill in this roof with sloped wooden roofs. Alright, next we're going to work on our entrance room. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here to this ceiling right here, and we're going to get out an Adobe Doorframe. And again, we are going to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system so that it places like this. Go ahead and add a wall on top of that. In these next 2 spots, we're going to place an Adobe Windowframe, again rotating the snap point, and fill those in with greenhouse windows. And then go ahead and add a wall on top of each of those. Then we will come here to the back side and we're first going to place down thatch ceilings on these 3 spots. And then we will go ahead and place 2 high Adobe walls on all 3 of these spots, again rotating the snap point. And then while we have this thatch ceiling right here, we're going to go ahead and place 2 more right here, again rotating the snap point. And we'll also go ahead and do that on this front corner right here. So then you can just go ahead and pick up or destroy those thatch ceilings we have on the back. Now we're going to go ahead and add the roof to this section, and how we're going to do this is we're going to come in here first and get out a Thatch Doorframe, and we're going to add 2 of them right here in this spot. Now we want to make sure the green side is facing us on the inside of the build like this. Go ahead and do that right here as well. Then you can go ahead and add the appropriate sloped thatch wall on top of each of those so that it points inward. And again, anything we place in thatch, we will either replace or destroy in the end. Now just go ahead and fill in this roof area with sloped wooden roofs on each side. Next, we're going to go ahead and fix this connecting wall. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here above the Adobe walls and place a thatch ceiling to the inside. Go ahead and then get out the appropriate sloped wooden wall and place it so you have the green side facing you with it pointing inward, like that. Go ahead and do that over here as well. Then we're going to head inside here, and where we have those sloped thatch walls on top, we're just going to go ahead and replace those with a wooden wall. And then you can go ahead and place another sloped wooden wall on top of each of those. And then now that you have that done, go ahead and pick up these thatch right here. You can also destroy the thatch that are right here on the inside, as well as the ones that are over here. And everything will remain up without that thatch in place. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get started adding the Adobe portion to this large center section. Now first, as you can see, I've gone ahead around and placed additional thatch ceilings around the outside. So go ahead and first pause the video and copy what I have here. Alright, now that you have that done, we're going to go ahead and add this Adobe. So starting off here on this corner, we're going to get out an Adobe Wall, and we're going to rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system so that it places like this. Add 1 more on top and do the same thing right here. Here at the front, we're going to go ahead and first place an Adobe Windowframe, again rotating the snap point on each of these. Fill that in with a greenhouse window. And then go ahead and place an Adobe Wall on top of each one. Now here in this corner, we'll place the 2 high Adobe walls on each side. We'll go ahead and do that again right here. Now here on the inside of the build right here, we're going to first place an Adobe Doorframe, again rotating the snap point, and add a wall on top of it. Go Go ahead and place 2 more walls in the next 2 spots. And then we will come to the back side here and just place 2 high walls across all of these spots on the back. Now we're going to go ahead and leave these thatch ceilings for now, as we're going to use some of them for our future part of our build. Now we're going to go ahead and add the roof to this large portion. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here to the front and place a thatch ceiling on the inside of these 2 walls. Then you can go ahead and get out the appropriate sloped wooden wall and place it so the green side is facing us on each of these. Go ahead and then pick up or destroy those thatch ceilings. Now we'll head over here to the side and place 4 more thatch ceilings going along the inside of this wall. Now starting off right here, we'll go ahead and place again the appropriate sloped wooden wall. Next we'll place a wooden wall with the sloped wooden wall on top. Another wooden wall with the other sloped wooden wall on top right here. And then the final sloped wooden wall right here. And go ahead and pick up or destroy these 4 thatch. Now we'll come back to this front corner right here, and we are first going to go ahead and place 2 sloped wooden roofs right here like this. You can then go ahead and place 2 right here, crossing them like this. Now coming around to this side, we will place the 2 right here first. Then you can go ahead and cross this one and add 1 more here to finish it off. And now we're just going to go ahead and fill in those last 3 rows, so this one right here and the 2 on the other side, with 4 more sloped wooden roofs. Now you want to make sure you always start from right here. Now we're going to go ahead and build up this little side room over here. So the first thing we're going to do is come in here to the front and get out an Adobe Wall, and again rotate the snap point using whichever key or button is appropriate for your system. Go ahead and place another one on top and do the same thing here in this spot. Here on the side, we'll go ahead and first place an Adobe Windowframe, again rotating the snap point on each of these spots, and fill those in with greenhouse windows. And then go ahead and add your Adobe Wall on top. And then here on the back, we'll go ahead and place 2 high Adobe walls on each of these. And now with those placed, you can go ahead around and destroy all of these remaining thatch ceilings. Now again, for this roof over here, the first thing we'll do is go ahead and place a thatch ceiling on the inside of these walls, followed by the appropriate sloped wooden wall so the green side is facing us on each one. Go ahead and then pick up or destroy those thatch ceilings, and just go ahead and fill this in with sloped wooden roofs. Alright, now for this little balcony here at the front of our build, the first thing we're going to do is right at the top of our stair, we're going to go ahead and place a stone double door frame just like this. We'll go ahead and hang a sloped wooden roof down like this, and then go ahead and add a stone railing on each of these 2 wooden ceilings. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and add a few more details here on the inside of the build. So first, anywhere where we have a door frame, we're going to go ahead and fill that in with a reinforced wooden door. So right here at the entry, and then those 2 bedrooms. Then we'll go ahead up our tower, and we're going to fill in that hatch frame with a reinforced wooden trapdoor. Go ahead back down. And then the last thing we're going to do is come in here to the large section of the build. And right here on this wall, we're going to go ahead and first place a wooden ladder. And we're basically going to use this to line ourselves up perfectly straight. So go ahead and climb on it, look down a little bit and get out a stone fireplace. And then go ahead and jump off. And you're just going to walk this up to the wall and just kind of line it up with the wall as best you can. And then go ahead and place that once you have it where you want it. You can then go ahead and pick up or destroy that wooden ladder. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for the building portion of this video. Now I'm going to go ahead real quick and apply a paint scheme to make this really look like a medieval house. And I'm going to go ahead and add some decorations, guys. So if you want to see all of that, stick around for one more second and I will show you what I come up with. Alright guys, so like I said, I've gone ahead and applied a paint scheme and done just a little bit of decorating. So first for the paint scheme, for the Adobe, I've gone ahead and painted it all with the tan color. I think the tan just kind of blends the splotches a little bit better than if you use white. And I've painted the hard lines on it with the mud color for everything. So all of the hard lines are done with the mud. I've painted the pillars with the mud as well as our sloped walls with the mud color as well. And then I've actually painted our roofs with a normal brown color just to kind of mix it up a little bit so it's not all the mud color. And that's pretty much all I've done for the paint scheme. You can see as we go around what it looks like all the way around. It really gives us that medieval feel, having those stripes pop out. As far as decorations on the outside, I've just added some crops around the outside of it. Added a few trophy Rex skulls on the parts that stick out here on the front. Added a little bit of like a storage area under here, as well as some chairs out here on our porch. I didn't go too crazy on decorations. As we go inside here, this room over here, we've made a bedroom. This is kind of like the larger bedroom, so it would be like kind of your master bedroom. So we've got a desk and some beds here, and just a little bit of storage, personal storage. As you enter in to the front of the door here, we have some trophy wall mounts here, just with different trophies on them. Kind of just like a trophy display area when you come in the house. We've got our fireplace over here. A little bit of a crafting area over here with some of the beginner stuff. Some more storage just throughout this main room. And then just a little bit more clutter and a table over here as well. I kind of tried to mix a little bit of practical as well as just kind of, you know, decor stuff in. And then we have our other bedroom over here. It's a smaller bedroom, so we have a little bit less stuff in it. And then finally, as we head upstairs or up the ladder here to our guard tower, I've just put down a chair. I've put down a little bit of storage up here. And then obviously we have our training dummy acting as a kind of NPC guard looking out of the tower up here. Alright guys, so that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the build, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it was easy for you to follow along and get this build on your arc. Guys, if you did enjoy the build in the video and you haven't already, do me a favor and hit that like button. Leave me some feedback in the comments below on what you think. And if you're new to the channel, go check out some other builds, and if you like what you see, subscribe for future arc Let's Build videos. Also guys, make sure you check out the description below for a link to my Twitter, as well as my Discord, where you can stay up to date with me and come hang out with me and all of my friends. But anyways guys, with all of that said, I just want to tell you once again, thank you so much for being here today, checking out this video, and have a great day.